Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have another version of What is That Coin? And this is the coin that came to us in a bunch of other coins. It's obviously really beat up. If you look at the front of it, you can see, a few things on there. You can see it looks like it says over here, Georgius either 2 or 3, Georgius III, DG. So DG, by the grace of God. So we know this is probably a king on the coin. Rex. Yeah, okay, Rex. Georgius III, by the grace of God, king. And if we look at him, we can see like a little bit of the nose sticking out there and kind of a little bit of hairdo here and a neckline down here. So we know it's a coin. It's probably George III. Let's see if we can get up there and actually look at it from the top. And so we can look up when George III was king. And it turns out, as many Americans might know already, that George III was the king during the American Revolution. And so when we look at George III on this coin, we know that it was probably sometime around the American Revolution. And we also know that the American Revolution was in 1775. So if we want to get some information on it, we just go on Wikipedia, we look up George III info, and we see that George III was born in 1738 and became King of England. And he was died in 1820. So we know it was between 1738 and 1820, but we also know his father was the King George II. So he became heir to the throne when his father died in 1751 and succeeded his grandfather in 1760. So in 1760, George III became king, and he died in 1820. So he was a long-lived king, and in some cases you hear him referred as Mad King George, who apparently some thought had some significant mental illnesses. He was a king of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Ireland. All right, so let's turn the coin over and see if we can see what's on the back of it. And the back's even worse than the front. We get to the back and we see that it says Hibernia on here. And if we tip it, that's a little bit better angle. We can see the B, Hibernia. Hibernia, which at the time was the British or Great Britain name for Ireland, or the section of Great Britain that was the island of Ireland. And of course, you remember back then there was really no North and South Ireland. Northern Ireland, there was no split between the Irelands. There was no Northern Ireland, which continues to be part of the United Kingdom and Great Britain, and no Republic of Ireland or Irish Free State, and that came way later. So if this coin is from between 1760 and 1820, we kind of have a fix on it, and then we can go to Numista. And if we go to Numista or one of the other websites to look up the coin, all we need to do is we put in Hibernia, we put in Georgius III DG Rex, and we actually come up with a coin, oddly enough, and a coin that was only made in 1 year, or at least only has a mint mark for 1 year, and that's the year 1805. Now, there were some restrikes of it, and what it was a penny from George III in 1805 from Ireland, and hence the Hibernia. So this was an Irish 1 penny coin from 1805. That's what we think so far. Now, if we look at Numista, it says it's a copper-plated bronze, which makes sense. We can kind of see the copper, and we can see underneath this kind of hard surface, we can see that it might very well be bronze. We can also see that there is a picture on the front of, it's just not a very pretty picture, and I'll leave a link to the picture in the Numista site below this. Um, but it's a picture of George III, and he has a big nose and kind of really unkempt hair, and his face kind of sticks way out like this. So I'm pretty sure this is the coin. There's two other things we can look at, and that is the coin alignment. If we flip this coin over and it's right side up, that's how that coin was set up. And we flip this coin over and it is right side up. Hibernia at the top, we flip it back over. This one's right side up. So we flip it from top to bottom. That's what we call the alignment of the coin, which is heads is up, tails is down. So we flip it top to bottom and we're always facing up. And then if we look at the sides, there's another hint from the Numista, and it says that on the sides of the coin, it is hashed or engrailed. And we can actually kind of see that if we tip it at the right angle. So we see those like little lines that go through there. It's not a reeded edge. It's actually kind of these funny little lines on there. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, look at that. So it actually, see how they call it engrailed. It's kind of these kind of weird hash marks. So I think we've got enough of identifiers now to know that this is for sure the 1805 Irish penny from Hibernia or Ireland, and they only made this coin in 1805. The front has George III, and the back has a crowned harp with a female form on the front. Well, absolutely no way. We might be able to see a little bit of the side of the harp here. No way we can see any female form. Maybe we can see a little bit of the bottom of the harp as it sticks out through here. And if we actually look at the coin, and you can buy these for probably $20 or $30 in better shape than this. You can see that the harp goes up through here, and there's a little piece of a harp. And then there's a woman's figure on the left side of it, and a woman's figure kind of on the right, a figurehead and a figurehead. So that's what we got. The Irish 1 penny coin from 1805. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, and feel free to watch our videos when we try to figure out what kind of coin something is, because sometimes it takes a long time to figure it out. There you go. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.